All right, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome back. Glad you can make it here for the second game of the day as we're going to see Oklahoma go up against Alabama State. We saw this matchup last night. It was complete domination as OU wins 32-0. Just an incredible offensive output by the Oklahoma Sooners last night. So really curious to see, do we see the same game that we saw last night, or is it, maybe just crazy to say, but maybe is it just 15-17 to nothing? So really excited to see what we have going on here. Who's going to start for Oklahoma? In game one today, we've seen Oklahoma beat Sam Houston State. I thought it was going to be an easy win, a run roll win, a blowout win. That was not the case. Now, it ended up being that way. But the start to Oklahoma, they were actually down 3-1 going to the bottom of the third. The offense finally exploded there in the third inning, fourth inning to put that game into run roll territory. But really slow start today for Oklahoma. Audrey Lowry was a starter, surprisingly. I didn't think we would sit here today, but we did. She threw a great game. She threw 4 complete innings, gave up the 3 runs. Sydney Berzon came out, closed it out to get the run roll win. And Oklahoma coming into this game now will be 15-2. So got 2 wins on this weekend schedule so far, 4 more to go. So we'll see how the Sooners come out. I would expect a bigger crowd, considering the game started at 2 o'clock on a Friday with people, kids still at school, with people at work. It was a really good crowd there in Norman for the early game today. Bob, what's going on? CJ, what's going on? Skip, I saw you in here. Bob, I don't know yet. That's what I'm waiting to hear, unless I missed it. Hey, CJ, do you have them on the franchise, or you're on ESPN to listen to Plank? Yeah, 65 home runs on the season, incredible. And now that game that I was talking about between number 6 Florida and number 9 UCLA put up a 6 spot to start the game. Florida came back with 3 in the first, so I don't know what the score is right now, but it was 6-3 UCLA there in the first inning in that top 10 matchup. So both, okay. And I know we kind of got excited earlier. App State had that one lead over Tennessee. Tennessee had a big 6th inning, and when I turned it off, it was 6-1 Tennessee. So Tennessee got us scared, but found a way to get that win. So Tennessee's still number 1 in the country, undefeated. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. 10-1 was the final. Yeah, ridiculous. Reginald, yep, that's what I want to see. Would not surprise me. I think I just predicted 24-0. I think we see a lot of the same thing as last night. Patty will end up clearing the benches. So this is Alabama State's second game of the day. They lost earlier today to Sam Houston State. So I know last night was a really, really rough night. Even Patty said that she felt bad about how last night played out, but what was she supposed to do? She cleared her benches. She put everybody in. She can't tell her players, hey, just go out there and just get out. Don't get a hit. Don't hustle. So sometimes that just happens. Everything goes right for you, and then other games, everything can go wrong for you, like we kind of saw last night with this matchup. So second game of the day. So really, really excited to see how OU comes out. And is it going to be the same thing we saw last night? Just lots of runs to begin the game, complete domination. So if you guys are new here, let me know where you're watching from, and I'll get you up here on the map. We've hit 40 states, so great start to that. Oh, Ron, absolutely. Tennessee's the best team. Absolutely, they're the best team. Right now, if Tennessee had to play Oklahoma, I don't think OU would win that series. I don't. So That is one team, though, that we will not see in their regular season. We don't see Tennessee. We don't see Alabama. I know we have Auburn. We have Georgia, LSU, Kentucky. We don't have South Carolina. I believe we have Florida, so that would be a tough one. 9-4 UCLA, nice. Pick is leading off. Okay. 9-4 UCLA. I hope UCLA gets that win. This was the first time that Florida's finally played somebody this year. And Arkansas, yeah, that's the other one we have, Arkansas. Nelly's not starting again. That's okay. I mean, we wondered if maybe something was wrong, but we saw that she just got some rest. Patty's trying to get everybody in, get them some playing time. Because, of course, once we get to SEC play, it should be a lot of the same lineup, same roster, same starters. So Patty's just trying to give trying to give this talented roster just some good playing time for sure. Lexi T and Cheney are in the lineup. Miley's starting. Okay. So I thought maybe we might just see KD, but I would assume that we're going to see KD tomorrow then, as we play the same two teams tomorrow. Same time, same place, just different day. That's it. So, yeah, tomorrow, 2 o'clock start for the first one against Sam Houston, and then Alabama State again for the third time. Sunday, we finished up with Southeast Louisiana. That's a 12:30 start on Sunday, so no reason why Oklahoma shouldn't come out of this weekend being 19-2 moving forward, and we'll go from there. We don't play Florida. Okay. Yeah, so we don't get Florida. We don't get Bama. We don't get Tennessee in the regular season. So, CJ. Going to get the start up 18-0. I like it. Teresa has 16-0. I have 24-0. I think it's going to be a big blowout. Everybody's kind of predicting a big. Oh, I do. I do think Florida's overrated. They have that really pretty 21-0 record, but have played absolutely nobody. So as we're seeing currently, they finally play somebody, and so they're in a battle down 9-4 against UCLA. So good game there. And then also last time I checked, OU men's baseball is also playing. They were up 6-3 over Gonzaga in the third or fourth inning. So we'll see how that game finishes out. Yeah, it better be a blowout. I mean, I would expect a lot of the same thing, just like what we saw last night. There's no reason why it shouldn't be like that. So Alabama State's not a good team. I wish them the best in conference play and, moving forward. But, yeah, just a really rough showing so far this weekend. They've had us once. Then they just played Sam Houston State this morning. So rough start for them, but maybe they can bounce back and get a win tomorrow against Sam Houston. We'll see how that plays out. Oh, yeah, Bill. Well, going into the season, I predicted, you have Oklahoma, Texas, Tennessee in that top three come in, going into the SEC tournament. And I don't know what particular order. Looking at OU's schedule, though, we don't have Florida, we don't have Tennessee, we don't have Bama, we have Texas, of course, but I feel like our schedule's easier this year in conference versus last year, and we went I believe 17-7 in conference last year. I believe is what it was. So to me, there's no reason why we shouldn't be in the SEC or be like the 1 or 2 seed going into the tournament for sure. But we will absolutely see Tennessee at some point. Absolutely. Bob, yeah, they did. Alfred has 12-2. Boom. Okay. 12-2 Oklahoma. What? Man, my TV's behind. Got to get this going. What the heck? Yeah, Bill, that's one thing that Patty actually talked about. Because they asked him about, hey, this is a really weak schedule for this weekend of softball, and she said that teams just don't want to come and play at Norman. They don't. They don't want to play Oklahoma. So Patty's trying. We know Patty will play anybody. She does not care. She does not care. She'll play anybody. But obviously, they started out with a 15-game road trip to start the season. They want to come home. They want to sleep in their own bed, play in front of their home crowd. But nobody's wanting to come play Oklahoma and Norman. So just been a struggle scheduling wise. So what is going on? CJ, has the game already started? What the heck? Yeah, wow, okay. So guys, I guess the game has started, but I don't know what's going on. I'm going to back out. But it seems like we're off to a good start with 2 Ks, so good start for Oklahoma. 2 outs on 2 strikeouts. Good start, so yeah, I'm going to back out, go back in. I don't know what's going on with ESPN, guys. Sorry about that. Just popped on for you, so okay. All right, so here we go. If you're just tuning in, Oklahoma, no score. Second game of the day, Miley in the circle. Molly Wachenio. Got 2 strikeouts, 0-2 count. So great start for Miley. She going to strike out the side to start the game. Let's see what's going on here. And it's going to be a 3rd out. So in 9 pitches, Molly gets 2 strikeouts and a quick out there to Alana at second base. So going to the bottom of the 1st inning already. No score there in Norman, Oklahoma for the second game of the day. So don't know what was going on there with ESPN, but looks like everything's good to go now. Ooh, that's a good one. Over under on strikeouts. Ooh, okay, so she already has 2. I'm gonna go. How about over under is set at 8? What do you think? Let's go 8. Harvey Boomer, welcome back in, sir. Glad to see you. Right, yeah. Should be a quick 5-inning game. Expect a lot of offensive fireworks, obviously. I don't think we're going to see a 30-plus complete blowout again, but definitely think you could get to 20 for sure. So 8 Ks for Molly. You guys taking the over or under? That was a good one, Slag. I like that. CJ, over under 10.5 in the 1st inning. Ooh, I'm going to take the under. I think they get a lot of runs, but I don't know that they get double digits in the 1st inning again. Maybe only 29 today. Yeah, Reginald, I don't know what's going on. There was something was up with ESPN, so we had to go in and reset it. But so I didn't see the first 2 outs of the game. I guess Miley had 2 Ks, and then there was just a simple line drive out to Alana at second base. But here we are, bottom of the 1st inning. We're just tuning in, no score. OU playing against Alabama State. Of course, we saw them last night. Pick is starting us off. First game of the day, we saw Kai Miner was in the leadoff spot. So Patty making some changes here in the second game. Let's see if Pitt can't get us going, though. 1-1 count here. Bottom of the first, no score. Yeah, at some point we got to see KD, right? There we go. Pick with the single. She's going to twist that into two. Oh, she is. In for the slide, and she's safe. So good start there for Pick. Leadoff double to start the offense here for Oklahoma in the bottom of the first. Beautiful evening there in Norman. God, it looks gorgeous there weather-wise. Reginald, I sure hope so, sir. I sure hope so. I'm just ready to see KD pitch. You know, I want to see if she's improved. Is she better? That's what I'm ready to see. So if you're just tuning in, a really quick start. Molly Wacheno is the starter for Oklahoma. Had 2 Ks there in the first. Quick 3 up, 3 down. Pitt got a double to start the game. Gabby Garcia is going to fly out there to deep right field. Pick will tag up and go to third. So productive out there for Gabby Garcia. Able to advance Pick over to third. So good start here for Oklahoma. Sid Barker batting third. So this lineup is totally different than what we saw in the first game. Sid Barker at the plate. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the first, no score yet here. Alabama State and Oklahoma. Lexi's batting cleanup. Yeah, big change. No, JJ, I did not see it. What happened? I did not see that. Sid Barker now with a 1-2 count. Let's go, Sid. Oh, get out of here. There we go. There we go. Over center field. Boom. 2-run shot for Oklahoma. There we go, Sid. So Sid with the 2-run shot gives Oklahoma an early 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. And the fireworks have begun already. So this is what we expected to see. We saw what happened last night. I don't think we get to 30 or anything like that, but we should see OU put up a lot of runs, a lot more home runs. Definitely a game here to pad our stats a little bit more. Let me change that there at the bottom real quick. So if you're just tuning in, Molly Wacheno is the starter for Oklahoma. Quick 3 up, 3 down. Pick had a double to start the game. And then Sid Barker just hit a 2-run shot. Lexi with a hit up to center field. So the bats for Oklahoma continue to stay hot. Pass the bat and keep this going. So here comes Bella Emmerling. See if Bella can do some damage here. Bottom of the first inning, Oklahoma already up 2-0. Looking to add a whole lot more. Oh, wow. JJ, that's crazy. Scored 5 runs with 2 outs. That's crazy. Yeah, Sid's had a really good weekend. Well, everybody has at the plate so far. Love to see it, though. This is a very, very talented batting order. And it's not going to matter once Patty clears the benches. You're not going to see much of a difference. Everybody's just going to continue to get hits, get RBIs, home runs, and help pad all their stats. So if you're just coming in, Oklahoma's up 2-0, bottom of the first inning, 2-1 count. Sid Barker just hit a 2-run bomb to get OU on the scoreboard. A weaker opponent, but this is definitely a better start than what we saw against Sam Houston State a couple hours ago. So this should be another 5-inning run rule game if OU plays their game in all phases. So full count now. Bottom of the first, OU up 2-0. 1 on, 1 out. Bella Emerling at the plate. See what she can't do here. Big swing and a miss for a strikeout. So Bella Emerling goes down on a strikeout here in the first. She's kind of like last year too. For her, it's either a big home run or a strikeout. It's kind of a trend that we've seen from her from last year and, of course, going into this year. So 2 outs now for Oklahoma here in the bottom of the first, up 2-0. Ilana Agbanani at the plate. 2 outs, 1 on. See what she can't do here. Thank you guys so much for being here on an early Friday evening. I know everybody's still getting home from work and trying to get dinner going and all that. So thank you guys so much for being here with us on a Friday evening. We're just tuning in. Oklahoma's up 2-0, bottom of the first. 2 outs, 1 on. Lana has a 2-0 count. Takes ball 1 outside. Bob, I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Yeah, I hope we're wrong, Reginald, but yeah, Bella's very frustrating. It seems like it's either home run or bust for her a lot of the time. But hopefully she proves us wrong, you know what I mean? So she has come up big for us, though, in big-time games. So I don't expect anything different come conference play. Lana takes ball 4, so 2-out walk. OU has runners now on first and second base. Up 2 here in the bottom of the first. The crowd so far actually looks about the same when the first game started at 2 o'clock earlier today. Of course, you have men's baseball going on. Last time I checked, OU was up 6-3 playing Gonzaga. So I have to keep an eye on that, see how that plays out. Keep an eye on Florida and UCLA in softball. Last time somebody said it was, so now UCLA is up 10-6 now, top of the third. Man, a lot of offense in that game. Holy cow. Stiff, how are you, sir? Boomer. Good start here for Oklahoma. Sid Barker had a 2-run shot here in the bottom of the first. Oklahoma now has 2 outs, 2 on. As the coach comes out for Alabama State to talk to her pitcher and her team real quick. This is definitely a better start than last night's game when OU put up 11 runs in the first inning. I don't think Alabama State even recorded an out until we had, 7, 8 runs? Something crazy like that. So this is definitely a better start for Alabama State today. Of course, we'll see them tomorrow. So tomorrow, same times, same teams. And then OU will finish out Sunday against Southeast Louisiana at 12:30 Central Time. So no reason why OU shouldn't come out of this weekend going 6-0 and going or being 19-2 on the season. So Abby Dayton at the plate. See what she can't do here. Pass the bat, keep this going, y'all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's doing whatever she can to try to slow down the game. I don't think it's going to work, but as a coach, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're going to have to pay top dollar to get some of our players. Now, do I think we have people leave and hit the transfer portal? Yes, I do. I do. There's no way that Patty and Jen and JT can keep this particular roster together going into next year. Even though you have your seniors graduate and move on, there's with the recruiting class coming in, we're going to see ladies hit the transfer portal. I don't want to see that at all, but that's just going to be the truth of it, though. So another walk here for Oklahoma. So now OU, with 2 outs, has loaded the bases. Looking to do a lot of damage here. Here comes Tia Malloy. Love to see her. She has definitely taken advantage of all her opportunities. She has looked phenomenal when given the chance. And we were just talking about transfer portal. She's one that I could definitely see, unfortunately, hit the transfer portal. I hope I'm wrong, but she would definitely be up there. And ladies that I can definitely see leave this OU team after this season's over with. That's right, Tia time, absolutely. Yeah, Bob. I don't think I don't think there ain't anything the coach can do or say. It's not going to matter. But if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's up 2-0 over Alabama State. Bottom of the first, we have bases loaded, 2 outs. Tia Malloy at the plate, looking to do some big damage here. Oh, that was pretty, but it goes off the foul pole. Foul, dang it. Or goes foul, sorry. See if Tia can't straighten that one out. Wouldn't mind seeing a grand slam right here. Let's go, Tia. Ball 2 way outside in the dirt. Good stop by that catcher there for Alabama State. So 2-2 count, bases loaded. 2 down for Oklahoma. OU's already up 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Oh, T, is that going to be one? Boom, grand slam. There we go. There we go. Tia Malloy with a grand slam. Hey, y'all, isn't that the first grand slam this season at home, right? I'm pretty sure it is. So, yeah, Tia Malloy, what a bomb. And she continues to make the most of every opportunity she gets. She is forcing Patty. You're going to make her a starter. You're going to have to. She's proven time and time again just what she can do for this Oklahoma team. So just like that, with one swing, Oklahoma's up 6-0. Here comes Cheney Helton. And she's out to a good start this weekend for Oklahoma. Okay, got that changed for y'all. So if you're just tuning in, we've had 2 home runs this inning. We just had a grand slam by Tia Malloy. Had a 2-run shot earlier here in the first. Cheney Helton, that's just going to go foul. So OU up 6-0, bottom of the first. Molly Cheney is the starter for Oklahoma. She had 2 strikeouts, a really quick 3 up, 3 down for her. So good start for the pitching with Oklahoma. And the offense, just like we've seen last night, a great start here. Cheney Helton with, robbed a home run. That was going to be a home run for Cheney Helton, and that center fielder gets her glove. Was like, oh, wow. Great catch out there by the center fielder. Robbed Cheney Helton of another home run. Just puts her glove up just like this, and oh, wow. Great hit, great defensive play there. So going to the top of the second inning, Oklahoma with a 6-0 lead. Great play out there in center field. Man. Okay. So if you're just tuning in, T. Malloy had a grand slam. We had a 2-run shot before that. And Cheney Helton gets robbed of a solo shot by the center fielder of Alabama State. What a play by her. Beautiful evening there in Norman, Oklahoma. Great day for softball in the state of Oklahoma for sure. Yeah, we only got 6 in the first. What the heck? They do. It's like they do. We saw it against Sam Houston too. Sam Houston State had some tremendous plays with the outfield defensively. We got robbed of a couple of runs in that game too because of just great defensive plays. So, yeah, a lot of respect, a lot of props to this Alabama State and Sam Houston State defense. You know, regardless of the score, those ladies continue to play and play hard. Love to see that. No matter the situation, continue to give it everything you got for your team. So here we go, top of the second inning. Oklahoma up 6-0. Molly's in the circle. We'll see if she can come out here and maybe get a complete game. She had 2 Ks in the first inning, starts off here with a strike here. So Molly has come out throwing strikes. She's not messing around, not playing. She's hitting the strike zone a lot more consistently than what we saw earlier in the season where she was kind of up and down. She's really got locked in. It seems like Audrey's the ace. Molly's your number 2 for sure. At number 3, Alyssa Parker or Sydney. And, of course, you have KD. And then we have a couple other really young pitchers who haven't seen much time at the circle. But that's the one thing, we got to see this pitching staff really bring it together by the time we get to Auburn. That's our first opponent of SEC play will be the Auburn Tigers when they come into Norman here in about 3 weeks. And hopefully by then, I don't know, but hopefully by then, Jen Roach is back in the dugout. So prayers for her. Hopefully she has a quick recovery and she can join her team back in the dugout. That'll be a big boost for this Oklahoma pitching staff once she's able to come back and actually coach in person. So if you're just tuning in, top of the second, OU up 6-0, 2-2 count. Molly Wacheno's in the circle for Oklahoma. She looks great. Right, Bob, they strain their necks. Yeah, so if you missed it, the outfielder for Alabama State robbed Chaney Helton of a solo shot out there in center field to end the first inning. But OU with 2 home runs, a grand slam, and a 2-run shot there in the first. So Oklahoma continues to pad their offensive stats. Oh, big shot. A home run for Alabama State. So, whoa, that was a no-brainer. That was gone. So there will be no shutout. I like that. Look at that. Look how them girls are cheering their teammate. The whole team goes out there to home plate. They circle her. They're excited. They're jumping up and down. I like that energy from Alabama State. But wow, what a shot. That is Alabama State first run of this weekend. They were shut out last night. They got shut out earlier to Sam Houston State, 6-0. So Alabama State will not get shut out today. So if you're just tuning in, 6-1 Oklahoma, top of the second. Oh, good pitch. Blue. That was a good pitch, and he did not call it a strike. Let's go, Miley. Pop out there to Sid Barker at third for the first out of the second inning. Hopefully we see Miley right here, get the last couple outs, get back in the dugout, and build on this lead. But Alabama State gets on the board with a solo shot. There will not be a shutout today. So in their first 2 games, they got shut out 38-0 in 2 games. So you know they were hungry just to put something on the board. So happy to see that for Alabama State. Quickly after that solo shot, 2 quick outs. A little pop out there to Molly at the circle. So 2 outs now for Alabama State. Oklahoma up 6-1, top of the second inning. Got that updated. Yeah, Reginald, if you remember, she gave up those 2 shots last weekend to Washington. I believe OU put up 6 in that first inning against Washington. And then in, like 3 pitches, she gave up those 2 back-to-back shots. But after that, she completely shut down Washington. Of course, with the final score being, 15-2, 14-2, something like that. So I'm hoping that's what we see here. She gave up that 1 shot, but yeah, so after giving up that solo shot, Miley, the next 3, it's a quick up 3 down right there. So that's just the response you want to see after giving up a solo shot. Quickly get those 3 outs and get back into the dugout. So if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma up 6-1, going to the bottom of the second on a beautiful evening there in Norman, Oklahoma. Man, the crowd is about the same, exactly the same as what we saw in the first game. Of course, you got the baseball game going on. I don't know what the score is now, but earlier OU was up 6-3 going against Gonzaga. So hopefully the boys can finish strong and get a win there in baseball. CJ over under 10 runs this half inning. Going to take the under. Going to take the under. What do y'all think in the chat? Yeah, 2 innings pitched, only 23 pitches. Yeah, great start for her. I love that response, just like what we saw against Washington. Hopefully, that's the only time that we see Alabama State have any kind of offense, any kind of fireworks. That's it. It's just a one-time thing. That one hit. Shut them down. Let's get another 5-run victory here and go home and rest up for tomorrow. So if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma had a 2-run shot, a grand slam by Tia Malloy, and then Chaney Hilton gets robbed of a solo shot to end the first inning. But big start here for the OU offense. A lot better than what we saw in the first game against Sam Houston State. It was a slow start there offensively. Now, it came on later in the game to get the run roll win, but love what we're seeing here against Alabama State. Cassidy Pickering up here to bat for the second time now in the game. She takes ball 1. Let's go, Pick. Cassidy with another ball goes up high and inside, 2-0 count. If you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's up 6-1, bottom of the second inning. No on, no outs. Cassidy Pickering at the plate. UCLA is up 10-6. Nice. Excited to see how that plays out. Yeah, CJ, thank you for the updates, man. Appreciate that. Let's go, Pick. Pick takes ball 3 outside, so a 3-1 count now for Cassidy Pickering. Was it? Ooh, that was low in the zone. They call that a strike? Really? Okay. Wow. All right. So a full count now for Cassidy Pickering on a ball that I thought that was ball 4. That was really low in the strike zone, and Cassidy is going to do fly out, but it goes off the net. So if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's up 6-1, bottom of the second inning. Nobody's on, no outs. Cassidy Pickering at the plate with a full count. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the under. But hopefully we're wrong, though. As Pick flies one up in the, it's going to be a pop out. So Cassidy Pickering goes down with a fly out there for out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. Oklahoma up 6-1. Gabby Garcia at the plate. See if Gabby can get something going here in the second inning for Oklahoma. Takes that one low. Ball 1. That's right, CJ. We got to get something going here. Gabby takes ball 2 up high in the zone. So 2-0 count here for Gabby Garcia. Bottom of the second. 1 out. Oklahoma up 6-1. See if Gabby can get something going here for Oklahoma. And Gabby is going to get a pop out. So pop out to the shortstop. So 2 outs now here for Oklahoma in the bottom of the second inning. Here comes Sid Barker, who had the 2-run shot to start the game to get Oklahoma on the board earlier in the first inning. See if she can't do it again. Yeah, Bill, CJ, yeah, great points. Quit trying to hit the home run. Just make good contact. The home run is great, but yeah, those swings can get them in trouble. They're going to get some. Don't want them ladies getting any kind of bad habits or getting into any kind of bad swings. If you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's up 6-1, bottom of the second, 2 outs now. Sid Barker at the plate. She had a 2-run shot in the first inning. See if she can continue to pad her stats here. Takes one way high and outside for ball 2. Yeah, Bob, that part's frustrating. So if you're not able to watch, so you see the pitch is being made, you see the batter hit it, but once it's hit out into the field, they're really, really slow to get the camera turned around to even see it. And just like that, man, 3 up, 3 down. So moving on to the third inning. I feel like this is a really, really quick game, y'all. Oklahoma is up 6-1 going to the top of 3. So thank you guys so much for being here with us on a Friday night. 107 of you guys in here, so thank you so much. Appreciate y'all being here today. Game 2 of the day, Oklahoma won earlier 13-3 over Sam Houston State. It was a very slow start. Going into the bottom of the third, Oklahoma was down 3-1 to Sam Houston State. And going into the bottom of the third, you saw JT and Patty pull the team out in front of the dugout. They were talking. JT was talking to them, and whatever the message was, message received, as Oklahoma at that point put up 12 runs in the next 2 innings to make it 13-3 to put that game into run roll territory going into the fifth. So ever since that meeting, going into the bottom of the third of that first game, the offense that we thought we were going to see all weekend has come back alive. So Molly here with a great start. She gave up that one solo shot, but other than that, complete domination here by Miley. I feel like she has definitely earned the number 2 spot in this staff, with Audrey being the ace, of course. Audrey started game 1. She threw 4 innings, 4 in the third. And then Sydney Berzon came in to get the last couple outs, get a little bit of work, and OU won that one 13-3. So I got to say, the one pitcher that we're all kind of down on, but what I want to see is, I'm really, really excited to see KD. Really want to see. I really want to see if she's improved from what we've seen out there in California last weekend. So supposedly it was something mechanical. So whatever it is, hopefully KD's good to go mentally, physically, and we'll see the KD of old this weekend at some point. So if you're just tuning in, we're going to the top of the third inning. Oklahoma up 6-1 over Alabama State. Ball 1 inside. Miley Wachano is at the circle. Looks great. She's become a lot more consistent, a lot more confident, able to hit all her pitches, hit her locations. She looks so much better. A lot of growth from her. So hopefully between now and by the time that we see Auburn here in about 3 weeks and we start SEC play, that we see a lot of growth from every pitcher on this OU staff. So quickly now, 1-2 count from Molly and OU. Oklahoma up 6-1 in the top of the third inning. No outs, nobody on against Alabama State. Hope everybody had a great Friday. Hope all you guys have a good weekend. I hope some of you guys, or all of you guys, I know some of us can't because we're not in state there, but I hope a lot of you guys that are in Oklahoma maybe get a chance to go to the game this weekend. See the Sooners live and in person. Let's go, Miley. That one low gets past Kendall Wells. So a full count now for Molly here in the top of the third inning. 6-1 Oklahoma. Nobody on, no outs. Come on now, Molly. No free passes. Boom, strikeout. There we go. There we go. I believe that is Molly's third K of the game. So 3 Ks for Molly through 2 in the third inning. Molly's coming in today with a 2.82 ERA, 4-0 on the season. Oh, good pitch. Ooh, come on, Blue. Oh, that was a good pitch there on the outside corner by Molly. Umpire did not think so. Four Ks now. Okay, so 4 Ks now for Miley. Heck of a start for her. So Molly here, top of the third inning. We have 1 out, 2-0 count to the batter. Nobody on. Fouls that one off now, 2-1 count. If you're new here, let me know where you're watching from, and I'll get you up here on the map behind me. We've hit 40 states in 8 different countries. So if you're new here, let me know where you're watching from. Let's go Molly with the 2-1 count. That one low and outside for ball 3. If you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's up 6-1, top of the third inning. Nobody on, 1 out for Alabama State. Molly with her first walk of the game. Molly has 4 Ks already through 2 in the third inning, so great start for her. Gave up a solo shot in the second inning, but other than that, she's pitched great. See if we can get a double play right here to end this inning for Alabama State. Ross, welcome in from Amarillo, Texas. Bob watching from his den. Yep, I'm down in my basement. Ooh, do we get to 70? Oh, I think so, CJ. If we're sitting already at 67, yeah, we're going to get to 70. Charlie, welcome in from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Okay, that's a new location. I think we have Virginia. Yeah, but I will get you down. Thanks for being here this evening. Glad to see you in here. As Patty's come out to talk to the team for a second, talk to Miley and Kendall. So, Charlie from Virginia Beach. All right, so meeting over. Going to get back to the game here. If you're just checking in, Oklahoma's up 6-1. Top of the third inning over Alabama State. Molly Wacheno in the circle. Looks great. Oh, good pitch. Really? What does this umpire want? That was a strike, dude. That was a horrible call. What in the world? Alabama State with the bunt. Yeah, tries to get the double play. Got the lead runner, but that batter just too much speed. But this umpire, I don't know about this guy. Some of his calls are definitely questionable here, but if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma up 6-1. Top of the third inning. Molly Wacheno is in the circle. She's looked great. We got 2 outs, 1 on for Alabama State. And if you're wondering how Oklahoma got their 6 runs, they put up 6 in the first inning. They had a 2-run shot by Oh gosh, Sid Barker, and then Tia Malloy came in and got a grand slam, and I believe that's the first grand slam this season at home, correct? At Lowe's Field, I think that goes to Tia Malloy, I believe. I don't think we had one yesterday, so. Alabama State looking to bunt again. They have 2 outs, 1 on first. 6-1 score, top of the third inning. That's a good one, Bob. Need that Blue Cross Blue Shield. I like that. That's good. UCLA is all over Florida. Tennessee is down again. Yeah, so if you didn't see it earlier, Tennessee was losing to App State 1-0 going into the 6th inning. Now Tennessee came back and had a big 6th inning offensively, but yeah, Tennessee's not playing good softball today anyway. So of course they're the number 1 team in the country, still undefeated. Oh, that's a strike. What? That was strike 3. What are we doing? This umpire sucks. This umpire is horrible. That was a beautiful strike. What is with this guy? God. Ball 3. Yeah, they won that game 10-1, but it definitely wasn't what everybody's going to think it was. A strikeout from Molly, but this umpire, he is horrible. Not a fan at all, but I believe that is Miley's fifth strikeout, I believe. So great start for her. Oh, he's going to come in here to the bottom of the 3rd inning, up 6-1. As you see JT and Patty talking to the team, making sure they're good to go. And we'll see a lot more runs right here. So if you're just tuning in or checking out Oklahoma softball today, Oklahoma won their first game 13-3 over Sam Houston State. You see it score and think, oh, that was an easy win. It wasn't to begin the game. OU came out really sluggish, slow. Sam Houston State went up 3-1. And then going to the bottom of the 3rd, you saw JT talk to his team. So whatever he said, message received, and they just explode in the 3rd, 4th inning and put up 12 runs quickly to win 13-3. So glad to see here that OU's not messing around. There isn't no slow start. As they put up 6 runs in the 1st inning. Shockingly, none in the 2nd, but we'll see if they can get back on track here in 3rd inning. Five Ks, new pitcher. Can't question balls and strikes. What? Yeah, Teresa, I would not mind that run roll the Gators. So for y'all that may not know, Florida's coming in with a 21-0 record. They've played absolutely nobody. They're up against number 9 UCLA today, and UCLA has given them a butt whooping so far. So not a whole lot of good matchups this weekend, but that's one of a few. You also had Oklahoma State last night who walked off Nebraska in the bottom of the 11th inning. So that was a great game last night between those two. Lexi McDaniel at the plate for Oklahoma here in bottom of the 3rd. Looking to get something going here for OU. Already up 6-1. Here on a Friday night in Norman, Oklahoma. Beautiful there. Beautiful weather. Yeah, I want to go back and make sure I definitely watch the highlights of that Florida UCLA game. Oh my gosh. Holy cow, what a shot from Lexi McDaniel. Oh, wow. Dang. That looked like a Jocelyn and Alo or like a Kendall Wells home run. Just, man, off the bat, that was long gone. Holy cow. So Oklahoma continuing to just pad their stats. Lexi McDaniel, she's already had a couple home runs this weekend to get everything going. So what a day for her in this Oklahoma offense. Dang. Oh, Bill, I'm well aware. Believe me, I know. My dad umpired for years and years and years, and then when I was younger, I did a lot of umpiring too. And oh yeah, definitely had to throw out some parents, coaches, seen a lot of crazy stuff. But you know what we can do though from home, as we're watching here on TV, we can question all we want to. As you see Bella Emmerling here, yes, we're hitting a lot of home runs, y'all. But what I worry about when we get into conference play, especially, and we get better opponents week in, week out, if all we're trying to do is hit home runs, that's going to come to hurt us later on. So I don't like that we're seeing every swing is like a home run swing. Bella Emmerling, did she hit one? Bella Emmerling with a home run to now make it 8-1. So a lot of bombs, but what do y'all think about that? Everybody we see, everybody's putting up the home run swing. Ooh. But if you're just tuning in, I believe that is the fourth home run of the game here for Oklahoma. As Bella Emmerling just goes over right center. '69 home runs. Yeah, back-to-back home runs. Yeah, Bill. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been yelled at, called every name in the book. Absolutely. Absolutely. You see some crazy things as an umpire. And it's especially crazy whenever you're umpiring like Little League, like 9-year-old kids, and you see some crazy things at kids' games, man, for sure. For just tuning in, Oklahoma's had back-to-back home runs, now up 8-1 here in the bottom of the third. Ilana Agbadiani at the plate, looking to keep this going past the bat. Yeah, Bill, that's what I'm thinking with their swing. Not every player we've seen, but just about every player you see him, everything's a home run swing. And so we've seen today a lot of high, just a mile high fly ball that's just out in the outfield. So ooh. Alana now with a 3-1 count. Nobody on, no outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Oklahoma with just back-to-back home runs to make it an 8-1. Molly Wachenio is in the circle for Oklahoma. She's looked great. She gave up a solo shot, but other than that, she looks phenomenal. Really good. I'm really excited to see the growth of Molly Wachenio from the first weekend out there in Arizona to now. She looks so much better, a lot more comfortable. So I love the growth from her. OU now up 8-1, a runner over at first. As Ilana just got walked. As Alabama State is making another pitching change. This coach is trying anything and everything to slow the game down. If you're just tuning in, Of course, last night we beat this team 32-0. To start today there at Love's Field, it was Sam Houston State and Alabama State. Alabama State, they got shut out again. So in 3 games now, Alabama State has been outscored, what is that now? So 32, 38, 46-1. 46-1. They've been outscored in 3 games. They come in with a 6-13 record. So I hope once they get into conference play, they have a lot better outcomes, a better season conference-wise. But what a brutal start for them here in Norman this weekend. As we'll see this team again tomorrow. So just a heads up for tomorrow. It's just like today. First game, we'll play Sam Houston State at 2 o'clock. Come back at 5:30 tomorrow and play this team again. So we'll see how that goes. But here we are, back to the game. We're just checking in. Bottom of the 3rd inning, Oklahoma up 8-1. A wild pitch. Yeah, get the bat down, Abby. Abby Dayton at the plate. Why didn't she advance a second? Wow. Okay. So OU up 8-1, bottom of the 3rd. Alana over at first, no outs. Abby Dayton at the plate for Oklahoma. Takes ball 1. Man, I would think so. Another wild pitch. Alana able to advance there. So, okay, yeah, so she did advance this for. So, Alana now on 2 wild pitches has gone from 1st to 3rd. Still no outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for Oklahoma, up 8-1. Abby Dayton at the plate. Another walk by Abby Dayton, or for Oklahoma. Here comes Tia Malloy. So if you're just tuning in, Tia Malloy had a grand slam in the 1st inning to make it 6-0. As OU put up a 6 spot there in the 1st inning. Went quietly in the 2nd, and then had back-to-back home runs here earlier in 3rd for Oklahoma. So OU now up 8-1, bottom of the 3rd inning. We have runners at the corners, still no outs. Here's Tia Malloy. I love that she's getting more playing time. Tia takes that one low and outside for ball 1. Yeah, oh yeah, the schools are going to get money. And Patty has said repeatedly that she's tried to get better competition to come into Norman, and nobody wants to do it. Nobody wants to go into Love's Field and play Oklahoma. So Patty's trying, but nobody's biting. So all she can do is just continue to ask teams, and maybe some teams will start to say yes. So, oh, wow. Pitcher's got a little wild as Tia Malloy has to get out of the way of wild pitch. Helmet goes flying off. She's okay. Wow. So in about 4 or 5 pitches here, we've seen 3 of those wild. As the infield comes in for Alabama State here to talk to her pitcher, she's gotten really wild here quickly. As Alabama State, I believe, is on their 3rd pitcher. And we're still here in the top of the 3rd inning with no outs. So see if Tia can do some more damage here. As in my eyes, and you guys let me know in the comments, Tia Malloy has definitely earned more playing time. Like, I don't know how she's not going to be a starter. She looks great, y'all. A walk for Tia Malloy. So a lot of walks this inning for Oklahoma. It doesn't really matter what pitcher they put in for Alabama State. as it looks like here, we're making another pitching change. We are. So I believe this is the fourth pitcher now for Alabama State, and we're still in the bottom of the third with no outs. So a lot of frustration for these ladies from Alabama State for sure. Who would I sit to start Tia? Oh gosh, that's a good question. Ooh. Man, I don't know. That's a great question. This roster is so talented. And, golly, man, I'm not sure about that one, but that's a good question though. And see, that's Patty's problem. Like, what do you do? You have all this talent. Everybody's proven that they have earned a spot to start, but there's only so many positions. So what do you do? Gosh, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know who would you take out for Tia? I don't know, but I would love to see Tia. I know Tia can cover ground in the outfield, though. Man, she is such a great athlete, great player. Cheney Helton at the plate, as she was robbed of a home run in the first inning by the center fielder for Alabama State. Come on, Cheney, get you another home run. Bases loaded now. Oklahoma up 8-1, bottom of the third, no outs. Fouls that one off. Alabama State now is on their fourth or fifth pitcher of the game. Just a rough day at the circle for them. A lot of walks. And see if OU can't capitalize here. One-two count now for Cheney Helton at the plate. If you're just checking in, Oklahoma's up 8-1. Bottom of the third inning, bases loaded, still no outs. The score doesn't reflect it, but it's been complete domination from Oklahoma. A lot of struggles for the pitching staff for Alabama State. Cheney fouls another one off down left field line. Man, y'all, I want to say the crowd was almost bigger for the first game. I really thought we would see more people there at the game this evening. But about the same, maybe less than the first game of the day. Let's go, Cheney. Cheney's going to ground that one to second. The only play is over at first, so Cheney able to get an RBI. But first out for Oklahoma. So Oklahoma now up 9-1 in the bottom of the third, one out. OU has runners at first and second. So a good productive out there for Cheney Helton. Cassidy with the hit up. That's going to be a double. Goes out to the wall to center field. A stand-up double for Cassidy Pickering. Should score two more. Yep. So Oklahoma now up 11-1. So is this going to be that big explosive inning for Oklahoma run-wise? As Oklahoma is really starting to pour it on now. We've seen the whole pitching staff again for Alabama State. They are really struggling to find the strike zone. Twelve to 1 Oklahoma here in the bottom of the third. One out, one at second base. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what's crazy. You're batting over 400 and you're on the bench. That's how talented this team is. It's just, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I want to say the team batting average, y'all, is 449 as a team. That is ridiculous. You have Kai Miner leading the way with a 581 batting average. Just an incredible offense here for the Oklahoma Sooners this year. So that's what I thought. So OU is up 11-1, bottom of the third. Runner at second. Another hit for Oklahoma. Bounces off the wall, goes the other direction. Oh, they called it foul. Oh, I thought that was going to be an easy, another RBI double for Gabby Garcia, but they call it foul. Dang. Let's go, Gabby. So if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's all over Alabama State as expected. 11-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. 1 out, 1 on. Gabby Garcia at the plate. This is Alabama State's, I believe, fifth pitcher of the game. So Oklahoma here really starting to pour it on. That one's fair this time. Goes down the right field line. She goes to second base. Yeah, that's runner interference. As the first baseman, yeah, they're going to award Gabby second base. As Gabby was going around, the first baseman just got right in the way of her trying to go to second base, and umpire see that was an obvious call. So Gabby Garcia with the RBI double there. Oklahoma now up 12-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. 1 out. As the coaches come out for Alabama State, talking to the home umpire, making some changes here. Patty's talking to the other umpire over there at third base while we're waiting. Let me change the score at the bottom real quick for y'all. Sorry about that. That score at the bottom. All right, so got that saved. Scores updated at the bottom. Here we go, back to the game. Sid Barker at the plate. She started off the offense for Oklahoma getting a 2-run bomb in the first inning. T. Malloy followed that up with a grand slam there in the first. We went quietly in the second with nothing. And OU has put up another 6 here in the third, so we have another stoppage here in play. So if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma really starting to pour it on now here in the bottom of the third inning, up 12-1. They have a runner at second base. We have 1 out. Sid Barker at the plate. As I believe Oklahoma has hit, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but I think Oklahoma now has hit 4 home runs this game. A 2-run shot, 2 solos, and a grand slam, I believe. So OU continues to add to their home run lead. Number 1 in the country. Yeah, prayers for Jen, absolutely. Gabby Garcia at second. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Bob, that first baseman, she's another double. This is turning into batting practice, a lot like what we saw last night, y'all. A double out there to center field. Easy. I mean, she just charted in for an easy double there for Sid Barker. So this now, it wasn't that bad to begin the game, but this is really turning into what we saw last night. Oklahoma now up 13-1. Here comes Lexi McDaniel, who's had a great weekend so far at the plate. See what she can do here. She's going to pop that one in the foul territory. So 0-1 now here for Lexi McDaniel. Gabby Garcia out there at second base. Bottom of the third. OU up 13-1, 1 out. They're up 15-9. Yeah, so I don't know. Those are both top 10 teams. Florida came in undefeated. Yeah, so I'm going to have to go watch the highlights of that game for sure. That's because it was, I believe, 6-3 after one inning in that UCLA Florida game. So let's go, Lexi. Another wild pitch. As Gabby took third base. So if you're just checking in, Oklahoma up 13-1, bottom of the third inning. This is a lot like what we saw last night. It has turned into batting practice, I feel like, for Oklahoma here. We've seen a ton of pitches here for Alabama State. It doesn't really matter. Another home run. Is that enough? Oh, it is. Another home run over center field there. So number 70 home runs now, y'all. 70 home runs for Oklahoma. And this is only their 17th game. They are putting up ridiculous stats to start the season. Incredible. 15-1 now, Oklahoma. Let me change the score at the bottom real quick. As OU just continues to pour it on this inning. As I believe now, Oklahoma has put up 9 in this inning, I believe. Bella Ermeling at the plate. She had a home run her last at bat out to right field. So okay, there we go. Bella now with a 1-1 count. Oklahoma up 15-1. Bottom of the third inning, 1 out. OU now with 70 home runs on this season as a team. Just incredible. I don't remember who it was, but somebody said last night in the comments if the of taking the over-under at 80 home runs for Oklahoma after this weekend's over. I said the over. I feel really good about that now as we're already sitting at 70 home runs for Oklahoma, and they still have 3 more games to go after this. And we have Alabama State again tomorrow. So, yeah, over under 80 home runs. I feel really, really good about that now. So, what do y'all think? We're going to get 10 home runs, or Bella's going to ground out to third base for the second out of the inning. But how do y'all feel about that? Will Oklahoma get at least 11 more home runs between now and the end of Sunday? What do y'all think? Oh, wow. So kicking, she got rocked, did she? Only point. Wow. Another hit for Oklahoma goes out to the wall out there in left center. An easy double. So Oklahoma just continuing to pour it on. I mean, now this is getting to where it's like, okay, hey, if there could be some kind of mercy rule and you could call the game before the 5th, this is where that would come into play. But unfortunately, they don't have those kind of rules here in college softball. So if you're just checking in, Oklahoma's up 15-1. They have put up 9 runs now here in the 3rd inning. 2 outs, runner at second. Abby Dayton at the plate, see if we can't keep this going. I think my score prediction for this game was 24-0, so got some work to do to get to 24, but it's very, very possible. As I feel like we've seen 3 or 4 pitchers now just in this inning alone for Alabama State. It's been a long, long inning, y'all. Long 3rd inning. Abby takes the ball there. You had 19-1. TJ had 22-0. Oh, right. CJ, Alabama State and UTEP. Yeah. That'd be a good matchup for sure. Abby Dayton now with a 3-0 count. OU up 15-1. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Runner at second, 2 outs. Let's go, Abby. And Abby, nope, not enough. So finally, Abby's going to fly out to left field, but Alabama State finally gets a 3rd out, but they give up 9 runs in the 3rd inning. So moving to the top of the 4th inning, y'all. Oklahoma now at 15-1. What an explosion for Oklahoma there in that 3rd inning. Uh-oh. There's KD. CJ, there she is with her mask. So it looks like we're going to see Kirsten Deal. Is that what? Yep. All right, so here we go. This is what I wanted to see. Kirsten Deal coming in with a 15-1 lead. I really, really hope that we see KD just dominate here. Dominate, 3 up, 3 down. So whatever mechanical issue was affecting her, hopefully that has gotten fixed. And we're going to see the KD of old here. So really, really excited to see Kirsten here. So like you said, 19-6 if KD pitched. KD's coming into this game right here, y'all, with a 16.15 ERA. So a great chance here to get that ERA lowered. Get right mentally, physically, because we are definitely going to need KD when we get into SEC play and, of course, postseason. So whatever has been ailing KD, whatever it was, mental, physical, whatever, OU's going to have her right and moving in the right direction. Let's go, Kirsten. So if you're just checking in, Molly Wacheno threw a beautiful game, gave up 1 solo shot there in the 2nd inning to Alabama State, had, I believe, 6 or 7 Ks. So great start for her. She definitely looks like she's the number 2. And Patty Gasso going with Kirsten Deal here in the top of the 4th inning with Oklahoma up 15-1. I do too. Yeah, Steven, good point. I don't know, sir. That's a good point. And this is going to be a hit for Alabama State. It goes down 3rd base. Don't know because the cameraman did not move. So she got a double. So Kirsten's first pitch was a double here for Alabama State here in the 4th inning with OU at 15-1. Come on, KD. Good pitch. Strike 1. That was a good pitch there on the outside corner. So the camera crew here this weekend is not the greatest, y'all. Definitely better than Flow Sports, but ball one there high. So if you're just tuning in, I'll use that 15-1, top of the fourth inning. Molly Wacheno started the game, threw a great game. Patty decides to go with Kirsten Deal here in the fourth. She gives up a leadoff double, but we'll see if she can't respond here. Oh, beautiful pitch. How is that not a strike? Wow. That was a beautiful pitch by Kirsten, but the umpire, man. Woo. So 2-1 count out here for Kirsten Deal. Oklahoma at 15-1 here in the top of the fourth. Hitter is going to fake the bunt, pulls back. So 3-1 count now. Come on, Kirsten. How about we turn 2 right here? Let's turn a double play right here. A bunt by Alabama State. Goes foul. Man, that's a little frustrating, y'all. So for y'all that can't watch the game, you see Kirsten throwing the ball, but once the ball is hit, if it's a really quick play, you don't see anything. So you don't know where it got hit, who caught it, who made the play. That's a little frustrating. Katie now with runner at second, full count, nobody out. Oh, that's a good pitch. There you go. Umpire calls that one a strike. That was a beautiful pitch on the outside corner, low and on the outside. Beautiful pitch. Big strike out there. So if you're just tuning in, 15-1 Oklahoma, top of the fourth inning. Kirsten Deal in the circle, runner at second, 1 out. There you go, Katie. Beautiful pitch. This is definitely a weekend for Kirsten to get right. Get moving back in the right direction for sure. Kirsten now with a 1-1 count. If that was your kid, won't you be talking? Everett, are you saying if Kirsten was my daughter, would I be talking like that to the umpire? Is that what you're saying? It's going to be a fly out. Ooh! A sliding catch by, is that Nellie Mack? No. T. Malloy. Okay, yeah, so T. Malloy with a sliding catch out there in left field. Great play. Oklahoma now has 2 outs. So Kirsten, after giving up a 2-run or a double to start the inning, comes back with 2 outs here. So I like the response here from Kirsten Deal. No, it's all good, CJ. I was just trying to figure out Everett's question there. So my kids were pitchers that were waiting here for the batter to come to the box. Here we go. So if you're just tuning in, Katie is in the circle, has a 15-1 lead here in the top of the fourth inning, 2 outs. Alabama State has a runner at second. That one there is up way high out of the strike zone. So 1-0 count. Let's go, KD. Oh, beautiful pitch. There you go. Katie is throwing that pitch on low and on the outside corner, but beautiful pitch. And Let's go, Kirsten. Finish this out. So if you're just tuning in, OU's at 15-1, top of the fourth inning, runner at second, 2 outs. There you go, Katie. Quickly a 0-2 count, or sorry, a 1-2 count. So far, I really like how Katie has come out. She gave up that quick leadoff double to start the inning, but she's bounced back from it. So far, I really like how Katie's pitching here. 2-2 count. Oklahoma up 15-1. Yeah, I mean, I have all the faith in the world in KD. It's just, she's frustrated because I mean we've seen Katie we've seen Katie win titles, have to get have pressure moments in situations in the World Series and postseason, and so I think it's just to everybody. I think it's a big surprise to see how she's struggling so much. Oh, that was a beautiful pitch, beautiful pitch. Oh, full count now for Katie. Oklahoma at 15-1, top of the fourth inning, 2 outs. Let's go, Kirsten. Finish it right here. Foul ball. Bob, I believe that is Alyssa Brito, I believe. I think. Nellie Mack's in the game. Is she playing? Is Nellie Mack over at third? Yep. Okay. So yeah. Yeah. So earlier in the first game of the day, you didn't see Nellie Mack at all until like the fifth inning, and so everybody thought, "Man, is she in trouble? Is she sick? What's going on?" It's just Patty giving everybody playing time, starting time, giving Nellie Mack a little bit of a rest. Hit out to right center. Is that going to be? Oh wow. So Alabama State just hit a 2-run shot over right center. Score now 15-3 Oklahoma, but Kirsten Deal, after having that leadoff double, comes back with 2 outs. Was pitching really, really well. Gets up a 2-run bomb there. So OU now at 15-3 here in the top of the fourth inning. Still 2 outs. Let's go, KD. You got this. Move on. Next batter. Let's go. Let's just get this out. No, Douglas, she didn't. Come on, Katie. Bounce back right here. Catcher calls time. Not sure what's going on, but so are they giving the hitter a 1-0 count? They're calling too much time on the clock. Is that what we're doing? All right. So if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's at 15-3. There you go. Should be the third out of the game. There we go. There you go. So if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's at 15-3. Coming into the fourth inning, Molly Wacheno was your starter. She threw great. Gave up 1 solo shot. KD came in, gave up a leadoff double to start the fourth, got 2 outs, and then gave up a 2-run bomb to make it 15-3, and then able to get the third out here. So I hope we see KD come out in the fifth, be able to finish it, as OU now is still just 3 outs away from getting another run roll win. Yeah, we just got to continue to the faith, y'all, that, Katie is going to come through whenever we need her. When we get into, SEC play and postseason play. And I feel like I'm telling y'all, once we get Jen Rocha back, whenever she's healthy enough to come back and be able to actually coach him physically in person, be in the dugout, be in the bullpen during practice, and all that, I think we're going to see a complete different, a lot more confident. I think that's the point that this pitching staff will come together. Now, Carly Keeney, she's done a phenomenal job. Zero disrespect in any way. She's done phenomenal. So. But we all know that Jen Rocha, to me, she's the best pitching coach in the game, in the country. It's not even close. Now, Carly's done great, but I think having the addition of Jen Rocha there back in the dugout, it'll just make the pitching staff for Oklahoma just that much better. Okay, so I don't know what song they're playing, but the pitcher for Alabama State, she's dancing in the circle. She's having a good time. I like it. Lots of energy. Here comes Tia Malloy. She was over there dancing. So I like all the energy. Everybody's in good spirits. I like it. So if you're just tuning in, bottom of the fourth inning, Oklahoma up 15-3 over Alabama State. It's not the same dominance as last night, but definitely what we would expect to see from Oklahoma. Wow, that right there is definitely the slowest pitch of the day. Holy cow. 1-1 count out here for Tia Malloy, who had a grand slam back in the first inning. T with the ground ball out to second base. Ooh! Oh, wow. She almost ran that out for a hit. That was really, really close. But Tia goes down here for the first out of the fourth inning for Oklahoma. Slight great point. So yeah, that's what I think. Once she's back in the dugout there up in there in Norman with all the girls all week long, practice, bullpen, game, we'll see a big difference. But considering Carly Keeney has done a phenomenal job, absolutely phenomenal job, kind of being thrown into it with the way it all went down. So Cheney Hilton here at the plate, and for y'all that may have just been checking in, she got robbed of a solo shot in the first inning. But she's had a good start this weekend at the plate, so had a big home run last night. One of the Oklahoma ladies on this roster. On this year's team, y'all, how many ladies do we have from Oklahoma? 4 or 5 girls, I believe. Now you got AP, Kendall Wells, Cheney Helton. Are there any more? Oh, okay. So, wow. Cheney thought it was a walk. She throws her bat, and umpire says, nope, that's a strike. So, if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma up 15-3, bottom of the fourth, 1 down. Cheney Helton at the plate. Did she get herself a home run? Get out of here. Get out of here. Boom. There we go. There we go. She ain't going to be robbed this time from the outfielder. Cheney Helton with another home run. So happy for her. And I hope she has family there. Her parents are there. That's awesome. So she had a home run last night. Got robbed earlier. Hit another home run here. Love to see that for Cheney Helton, one of the hometown kids there for Oklahoma. Oh, you're now up 16-3 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1 out. Coach is out there in the outfield talking to her play because it was great effort by that Alabama State outfielder. She jumped up, tried to catch it, wasn't able to make the play, so hopefully she's good to go. But Oklahoma, another home run. I believe that's 71 now, correct? So, yeah. Yeah, CJ. She said, yeah. You're going to rob me once. You're not going to rob me twice. UCLA now at 15-9 over undefeated number 6 Florida. As Pick is going to take strike one. Bottom of the fourth, OU up 16-3, 1 out, nobody on. Cheney Hilton just with the solo shot a few moments ago. Oh, wow. Yeah, that pitch has to be, 25 miles an hour? Pick wanted nothing to do with it, and she's now down 0-2. Holy cow, this is a very slow pitch. Pick with the grind out back to the pitcher. So, man, talk about messing up your timing as a batter. Holy cow. As Alyssa Parker comes to the plate, another freshman Oklahoma kid. So we'll see what she can do here. But y'all, this pitcher for Alabama State, her changeup is crazy slow. So it is messing with the timing of these OU batters. Parker takes strike or ball one low in the zone. So if you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's up 16-3, bottom of the fourth inning, 2 outs, 2 outs, nobody on, a 1-0 count for Alyssa Parker. There it is again. AP now with a 1-1 count. 71 home runs total, yeah, so. Oh, well, that's cool. Her sister got to announce her. That's awesome. AP now with the 2-1 count. OU up 16-3, bottom of the fourth inning, 2 outs, nobody on. Hopefully we'll see KD come out and just finish the game. Molly Wacheno was a starter. She threw great. Only had that one solo shot, but she looked great. She's definitely grown into the number 2 for this pitching staff for Oklahoma. Alyssa Parker with the walk. So see if we can add a few more runs here in the fourth inning, as Oklahoma is just 3 more outs away from another run roll win. It will be the 3rd in a row to start off this weekend, and I would expect that we see a run roll in every game this weekend. So I would expect OU to get 6 wins, all in run roll fashion. So, so 41 miles an hour. That is ridiculous. Man, on TV, it looks way slower than that, CJ. Sid Barker at the plate. She started off this game with the 2-run shot back in the first inning. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Great point there, Slag. Yeah, absolutely. That's ridiculous. So I said before yesterday's game against Alabama State, I said, hey, what do y'all think? The over-under of 80 home runs for Oklahoma by the time this weekend's over. I'm feeling really, really good about that. Really, really good about that. I feel like we're going to be over 80 home runs by the time Sunday afternoon's done with. Sid Barker now with the 3-0 count. Yeah, Bill, we'll see. We'll see how it goes whenever they. In between innings here, I will look at the schedule and kind of see who's our next toughest opponent in our nearest future here. See what we have going on. Another walk here by Alabama State. So, OU now with 2 on, 2 outs, up 16-3, and then bottom of the fourth. The infield comes in, and are we seeing another pitching change here? Looks like it. I want to say this would be Oklahoma's or Alabama State's, what, fifth, sixth different pitching chains? I'm not sure. Let me change the score real quick at the bottom. Okay, so we're not making the pitching change. Coaches came out to talk to him real quick. So if you're just checking in, Oklahoma's up 16-3, bottom of the fourth inning, 2-1, 2 outs. Okay, there we go. Got the ticker at the bottom updated for y'all. All right, so here we go. Oklahoma up 16-3, bottom of the fourth, 2-1, 2 outs. Lexi McDaniel at the plate. There it is again. Golly, that pitch is so slow. The sixth pitcher, crazy. Oh, yeah. JJ thinks Southeast, a hit. There we go. There we go. So now we have bases loaded for Oklahoma, bottom of the fourth inning. 2 outs. A 16-3 score. Could we see the second grand slam of the day as Bella Emerling comes up to the plate? I know a lot of us had OU scoring in the 20s in this game. Don't think we're going to see that, but man, that changeup is very effective for this pitcher from Alabama State. The OU batters want nothing to do with it. They're not swinging at it. They want nothing to do with it at all. Yeah, Tech went out and got Terry from UCLA, so they have that good 1-2 punch with Kennedy and her. So, of course, Nasri's a senior. So who is Tech going to go after and try to overpay to get to come into Lubbock? We'll see. Bella Emerling with a long foul ball down right field. It goes way out of the play there. So Bella Emerling now with a 1-2 count, bases loaded. OU up 16-3, 2 outs. Bella with a home run earlier out to right field. See if she can get another one right here. Oh, line drive hit out to center field. It's going to score 1. It's going to score 2. So score now 18-3 Oklahoma. Bella Eberling with a hard hit ball out to center field. And she gets herself 2 more RBIs on the season. Ilana Agbagnani is coming up to bat. Okay, got that changed. There we go. Yeah, Teresa Bella with a good hit right there. I like that. Good line drive hit right there to center field. Man, CJ, I don't know that we're going to see 20. I mean, obviously, it's very possible. It's very possible here with one swing, but I don't know. But Alabama State now, they've given up. I mean, Oklahoma, y'all, has scored 50 runs on them in 2 games. 50 runs. 32-0, now 18-3. They got shut out earlier today by Sam Houston State. So, man, you got to feel bad for Alabama State here, y'all. You got to. Alana takes the ball here. So 2-1 count. If you're just tuning in, Oklahoma up 18-3. Bottom of the fourth inning, 2-1, 2 outs. Yeah, CJ, that's awesome to hear about AP's little sister getting to announce. That's awesome. Alana takes strike 2, so 2-2 count. 2-on, 2 outs. Let's see if we can extend the inning here. Alana takes ball 3. Has that UCLA game, Florida game, is it over yet, or is it still going on? And also, how did the men's baseball team do today? When I saw it a while back, OU was up 6-3 against Gonzaga, but did they end up getting the win there? Alana with another hit over the shortstop. Here comes another run. And so with that, Alana with a 2-out single gets the RBI. Oklahoma now up 19-3. We still have runners at the corners, so we might just see Oklahoma put up a 20 spot again. As OU, this was a weekend to definitely pad their stats offensively, and that is exactly what they are doing, y'all. I'm really ready to see the updated numbers after today's game, just as a team offensively. How do all the numbers look? Abby Dayton in the box, 1-0 count, 2-on, 2 outs, up 19-3 now. Here in the bottom of the fourth for the Oklahoma Sooners. There's that changeup again. Abby wants nothing to do with it. 2-0 count now here for Abby Dayton. Let's go, Abby. Let's get to 20 again. Abby takes that one low for ball 3. So if you're just checking in, Oklahoma's up 19-3. Bottom of the fourth inning, 2-on, 2 outs. Abby Dayton in the box with a 3-0 count. Abby takes strike 1 right down the middle. Okay, there we go. Let's go, Abby. Keep it going. Abby with a hit out to left center, and it's going to drop off the wall. Here comes 1. Here comes 2. So Oklahoma has now scored 3 touchdowns in this game to go up 21-3 over Alabama State. Abby with a 2-run double here in the bottom of the fourth inning with 2 outs. And they just continue to pour it on. Catcher comes out to talk to the pitcher. Are we going to see another pitching change? Let's see what happens here. Man, I go to change the score at the bottom on the ticker, and then gotta go change it again. So if you're just tuning in, Abby Dayton just got a 2-run double to now make the score 21-3. So in 2 games against Alabama State, they have put up 53 runs, outscoring them 53-3. And on the weekend so far, Alabama State has been outscored 59-3, y'all. Unbelievable. Here comes Tia Malloy looking to do some more damage here for Oklahoma. She had a grand slam earlier in the game in the first inning. Right, so yeah, they may not want to come back. We're We're going to go ahead and just forfeit. Did Tia get another one? Boom. T. Malloy with a 2-run shot. Oklahoma, oh my gosh, y'all. Oklahoma is now up 23-3. Unbelievable. We've seen the whole pitching staff now for Alabama State. The coaches tried anything and everything. It doesn't matter what they do, who's in the box. Patty has cleared her bench. I mean, again, people are going to say, why is OU running up the score so bad? They're not. They're not. I mean, there's not anything you can do. This roster, y'all, this is ridiculous. The talent offensively, unbelievable. Here comes Cheney Helton again here in the inning. As she had a home run her last at bat, could she get another? One of the hometown kids here for the Oklahoma Sooners. Cheney hits one. It goes foul down left field. So Cheney Helton now with a 1-1 count. Bottom of the 4th inning. Oklahoma up 23-3 with 2 outs. As the coach comes out here for Alabama State talking to the home umpire. So we're going to see another pitching change for Alabama State. We saw this pitcher here earlier in the game, so we've seen the whole staff for Alabama State. They're just looking to, I mean, at some point, does Patty just say, hey, can you, I don't know, swing at something to somehow get it out for this team? I don't know. I mean, I love seeing all this offense, y'all, and all these stats, and it's great, but I feel really bad for this team from Alabama State. $55 runs in 2 days. Only 49 earned. A 27.5 ERA. That's crazy. Let's go, Cheney. Slag said she had her first career start, so good for her. This one, not enough this time. So finally, Alabama State gets the 3rd out as Cheney Helton flies out to left center. But Oklahoma puts up a ton more runs here in the bottom of the 4th, up 23-3. I would expect that we're going to see KD to come out here and finish this. Let's see. No, Sydney Burzon. Burzon is coming out. I thought we might see Katie there again to finish the game, but we're not. So we saw Sydney earlier to close out the first game of the day against Sam Houston. And she's going to come out here against Alabama State to close this one out. So what do y'all think? Y'all let me know in the comments. We saw KD there for 1 inning. She gave up the double, got 2 outs, gave up that 2-run bomb, and then, of course, she got that 3rd out. What do you think of Katie's performance? Now, do you think she pitched better? Yeah, she gave up the run, but did she look better? Like, she didn't give up any free passes, I don't believe. So, what do y'all think? Do you feel better about Katie's performance, or nothing really changed in your eyes? Bob, she could be. That's kind of what I'm thinking. She could be the closer. That was one thing that Patty said after last night's game. One of the reporters asked her about the pitching, and the staff and all that. And Patty said, last year we rode Sam Landry's arm and we only had that one true ace. This year, the plan was, hey, what if, you could have 2 or 3 aces? So on paper, you had Artie Lowry. You had Molly that came in from Ole Miss. She was their ace. Of course, Sydney was LSU's ace. She's an All-American. So the thought was, hey, we're going to have 3 aces on this pitching staff. You still have Alyssa Parker. You have Berkeley Zakai. I mean, you get KD. You have all these pitchers. So that's what I'm thinking. By the time we get to SEC play, we get Jen Rocha back. I think by the time we get to, especially like the postseason, like we get into the SEC tournament, I think we're going to have one of the best pitching staffs in the country. I really do. I think it's just a work in progress. Boom, strike one for Sydney. So if you didn't see the game earlier, Sydney Burzone came out to close out the first game of the day. She looked great and starts here with a strike right down the middle. So she had some issues there out in Arizona and even last week. Just not having very good control, not hitting her pitches, not hitting the locations, giving up some free passes. But today, she's looked really good. A foul ball. So quickly now, 0-2 count. If you're just tuning in, Oklahoma's up 23-3. Top of the 5th inning over Alabama State. It felt like a good hour in real time to get through the bottom of that 4th inning. As I don't know how many runs OU put up there in the 4th, but, man, it felt like, 8, 9, 10 runs in that 4th inning? Something crazy. But here we are, Oklahoma now, just 3 outs away from another run rule victory. There we go. Grounder over to third, throw over to first for the first out here of the 5th inning. So good start. For y'all that may have just been tuned in or just checked in, OU plays tomorrow. First game's at 2 o'clock. We play, so it's what happened today, the exact same thing is going to happen tomorrow. So 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow, OU is going to go up against Sam Houston State. And then they're going to play this Alabama State team again one more time at 5:30. So I hope to see all you guys in here tomorrow. If you're not able to, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Spend some time with the family. Hopefully the weather's nice. Maybe you can get outside, do some hiking or maybe some yard work, whatever it may be. But I hope everybody here has a great weekend. Hopefully y'all are able to come in here and hang out with us. I'll be here all weekend long, streaming all these games. So hope to see everybody in here. Sydney balling low and outside. So Sid Burzone here with a 2-1 count. Oklahoma up 23-3 here in the top of the 5th inning. Reginald, you think she pitched okay? All right. Yeah, Bob, we have this exact same 2 teams tomorrow. So, a blue pit out to center field. All right, so a blue pit there for Alabama State. Top of the 5th inning, OU up 23-3, 1 out, 1 on. So we're just 1 pitch away from a double play here to end this game. Oregon is tight. Really? Man, what the heck? Tennessee struggled earlier today. Oregon is struggling against teams that, we saw it last weekend with Oklahoma and Long Beach State. So, yeah, you just never know. You just never know. So OU now at 23-3, top of the 5th inning. 1 on, 1 out. There we go. Double play. End it. There's 1. There's 2. Boom. Boom. There we go. Double play to end the game. So Oklahoma what a day for them. The first game of the day, they beat Sam Houston State 13-3. Come out here, they get another massive win over Alabama State 23-3. So what a day for Oklahoma. We saw Miley, we saw Sydney, we even saw KD today. Of course, we saw Audrey. So the business were cleared for hitting. So everybody getting some great opportunity at the plate, in the field. Gotta love what you see. We're playing bad teams, but we're dominating. So that's what we're supposed to do. Whenever you play a bad team, you're supposed to dominate. And so that's what we're seeing. So gotta love that. But I'm glad you guys have spent some time here with me. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. I'll be going live about 1:45-ish or so tomorrow afternoon. So until then, Boomer, y'all have a good night. Thank you and God bless. Thanks, Bob. See you tomorrow.